what's up, green team? How's everybody doing on this wet Monday morning? It is raining again here in Houston, but all is well. That is okay. So I just wanted to do my daily ride with y'all. Just check in with everybody, see how everything was going. I have a video. I have no idea what the heck is going on, but I'm having the hardest time uploading this video. I haven't had any issues before then, and I'm gonna see how this one uploads. But the video seems to be okay, but for some reason it's not uploading like I wanted to. And what happened was, I actually, because I know our connection is slow, I set up the I set the video up for it to go ahead and upload and everything before, when I got up in the morning. So I think I started it about maybe 6:15, like not too long, not too soon. I started it about 6:15, not too long before leaving the house. And when I got home, the video was only at like 15%. And I'm like, how is this video going for what, 10 hours? I think maybe 11 hours, and it's still at 15%. So I'm not really sure what the heck is going on, but it's very frustrating because I have attempted on 4 separate occasions to try to upload this video, different times of the day, early in the morning, late at night, overnight, in the middle of the afternoon. It's just, I don't know what's going on. So I have another video that should have uploaded before this one. And I guess I'm just gonna have, and the funny thing is the video is only 17 minutes long, and that's about the length that I do my videos for, and sometimes that's actually shorter, because I think I've done maybe between 23 and 30 minutes depending on what all I'm talking about. But this video is only 17 minutes long, so I'm not really sure what the heck is going on. So we'll see. We'll get it all figured out. I may have to put it on a flash drive and go somewhere else that has a better connection than what I do, because I'm not even gonna get into that, y'all. I fussed about this DSL, and that's a long story. I got a video on it if y'all want to go check that out, because I think I might have mentioned it a few times. But anyway, that's not what today's video is about. I just want to let y'all know that I have this video that I've been trying to upload for my July 2nd vlog, and it was talking about the 4th of July and everything. Hell, the 4th of July done came and went. It's over. But I still wanted to get the video up. Anyway, so in today's video, I wanted to talk to y'all about 2 things. And one of them is to do a review. My husband and I went to see Jurassic World, the Fallen Kingdom. We went to see that this weekend. And another thing is about this kombucha. So there are a lot of vegans and vegetarians and whole food people who are on whole food diets and plant-based diets and stuff like that have been talking quite a bit about kombucha. Now, I don't think that I've ever had a fermented drink before. I have had fermented food before, because obviously I've had sauerkraut. You know, you do pickles, and I love kimchi. You know, I've eaten that sort of thing, but sometimes I don't always feel like eating, and I have been looking for a good probiotic to incorporate in my diet. I was taking some probiotics at one point, but I stopped taking them because I couldn't really tell a difference in my, if they were actually working or not. I know that you're not going to feel it overnight or whatever, but I think I was taking it for probably a month or so, and I still I didn't notice anything. So I don't know if I wasn't, like, the dosage wasn't high enough, or maybe I didn't have the right, because from what I'm understanding now, and I don't know anything about probiotics, so don't nobody come for me, but from what I understand, there's like different types of probiotics, and so I don't know. I have to do the research and find out. I was just trying to take something because I know that it promotes good gut health, and everybody know, you know, when you're dealing with a bariatric patient, you got some gut issues. So that's why I was trying to do that. So I'm actually going to insert a few pictures in the video, and I'll go ahead and do that here. The different kombucha, not just the flavors, but the different brands that we've tried so far. And I'm not done trying. I'm just, you know, I'm trying to find out like which ones I like the best, and if there's a particular brand that I like. I have done some research on the kombucha, and I will say that, you know, you have an audience of people, or I should say a consumer base of people who don't think that kombucha is good for you. You have a consumer base of people who feel like kombucha is great for you. And so I think that, as far as I'm concerned, because this video is not to promote drinking kombucha, nor is it to promote a brand of kombucha or any of the health benefits of kombucha. I'm telling you that this is me and my husband. We're trying out kombucha, and these are the flavors that we've tried. These are the brands that we've tried. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we have noticed in drinking kombucha. So anyway, as you saw, you know, I want to say there were 4 different brands, I believe. I think there are 4 different brands. If not, you'll notice in the picture how many it is of the kombucha that we've tried, and they are coming all these different flavors and stuff. And I think by far right now my favorite is it's either peach, pineapple, mango, or something like that. But I know I got pineapple in it, and it's either pineapple mango or pineapple peach or something like that. That is so far my favorite flavor. And I think that that may be my favorite brand, because I know that my husband has tried the pomegranate and he likes the flavor of that. They have another brand, which I'm going to show you, or which I showed you a picture of, that has a ginger flavor. And the reason I got the ginger flavor is because I like the health benefits of incorporating ginger into your diet. I know that it's good for your digestion. I do know it also helps alleviate upset stomach, you know, stuff like that. Because if you've ever either overeaten, or you've eaten something that might have given you heartburn or something like that, you know, you can steep some ginger root, the fresh ginger root, peel it and just take like a little sliver of it. You can steep it in some hot water like a tea, and you can drink it either hot or room temperature. And the benefit of doing that will help, it'll settle your stomach. So it's almost kind of like what Alka-Seltzer does, but it's actually better for you. And there are some other health benefits too, and you can do your research on exactly what that is. But what I found is interesting is that the one that's ginger flavor made me feel like I was having a beer. And I'm not a beer drinker. I used to be a long time ago, but I'm not a beer drinker. But for some reason, the flavor of the ginger put me in the mindset of drinking a beer. So, and I wouldn't even say a good beer. It was just, you know, it just kind of felt like the smell of it and the taste of it, and even the aftertaste left me feeling like I just had a sip of beer. Now, I asked my husband to taste it to see if he got the same impression, and he didn't. He said it what threw him off, which, you know, kombucha has, I believe, like vinegar or something in it, and so it's a little tart. He didn't say it was nasty. He just said it didn't make him feel like he was drinking a beer, and that could be my inexperienced palate with beer flavors, but it made me feel like I was drinking a beer, just the taste of it. So anyway, I didn't mind it. It is one of those things where you would have to drink it. That particular flavor, I would drink it colder than any of the other flavors that I've had, only because there's no sweetness to it. It's definitely a not a sour, just a bitter, well, I should say a savory flavor. It's not even bitter. It just has no sweetness to it whatsoever. It's almost like drinking lemonade without sugar. That's what it reminds me of. Not quite that tart, but definitely on that same level. Like I said, my husband had the pomegranate. For some reason, I thought I had the pomegranate, so when I bought another one, I bought a pomegranate. I gave it to him thinking that I had the last pomegranate, but he reminded me that he had the pomegranate. And it's weird because when I buy them, we kind of taste each of them and then decide which one we want. And so I don't know how I missed that. So next time I go get that brand, I have to get me a pomegranate so I can see what it tastes like. Like I said before, my favorite flavor so far with this brand is the peach mango peach. Pineapple mango, pineapple peach, whatever it is. And then I want to say Target, because I'm getting these from Target, by the way. Target has a line of products, and so with that line of products, they have kombucha, and so their brand is not bad. It's not as good as the other brand that I tried, but their brand is not bad. And they have I think their brand, I bought my husband the mixed berry, and I'll confirm all this through the pictures and stuff that y'all will see in the video, but I think he had the mixed berry. So far, I don't think that we've gotten any flavor that we don't like. We're just trying to, you know, kind of narrow it down so that we can you know, not be all over the place trying a bunch of different ones. I will tell y'all, the very first day that I tried the kombucha, I thought I may have drank too much because I had just the weirdest side effect, and I had to look up the symptoms of, or the side effects of drinking kombucha, because it did a number on my digestive system. It really, really did a number on my digestive system. I was in and out of the bathroom. I was feeling some kind of way physically. I really felt like I was gonna have to go home. I didn't feel well at all. And so I was like, "Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna drink this stuff if it's gonna have you feeling like that." But I'm not really sure why it made me feel that way the first time I had it. But I haven't felt that way since then. So I can tell you that some of the things that I noticed, and even my husband noticed, is that, you know, you do feel a little bit better with, you know, as far as your regularity and things like that. I do notice that, because I haven't had one in a few days, but I noticed that, you know, I feel different. I feel energized. It's not like caffeine or nothing like that. I just feel more alert. And so those are the two things that I noticed for sure. If there's any other benefit to it, you know, that's happening with my body, is not something that's like screaming at me, so I can't really address it. But those are the two things that I noticed. I noticed that I'm feeling a little bit more regular when I drink. If I drink it every other day, or I do a bottle and I do half one day and the other half the next day, if I'm drinking it pretty regularly, then I definitely notice it. So anyway, I think I'm gonna have to wind up doing, I'll come back and do the review of the movie in just a second. Okay, so we are back, and I wanted to do a review of Jurassic World. So we really enjoyed this movie. But you know, once again, this is one of those movies that we kind of, you know, remember from back in the day. And with that being said, I went and pulled the information on the movie, and the first Jurassic Park came out in '93, and then there was a second one that came out. The original Jurassic Park came out in '93, and then the second one came out in '97. The third one came out in '01, and then there was one in 2015, and then now this one in 2018. And so it was Jurassic Park, The Lost World, and then Jurassic Park 3, and then Jurassic World. The Jurassic World that came out in 2015, yeah, that was just Jurassic World. And then this one was Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And obviously I'm looking down because I'm looking at my notes. And I made sure I wrote everything down because I wasn't going to remember all that. I'm just being honest. So, but anyway, and one of my favorite actors of all time, obviously he was in the first Jurassic Park, and I don't remember, I don't think he was in all of them, but I know that I think that he was in the majority of them, which is Jeff Goldblum. In this particular movie, don't expect to see a whole lot of him, with his banter and his wit and stuff like that. He didn't play that kind of role in this movie. I wasn't disappointed because I did get to see him, and I'm really glad that I did. I'm glad to see that he's looking very well. I just love me some Jeff Goldblum, and one of the most favorite and most memorable movies that he's done, obviously, are the Independence Day movies. And I really enjoyed him in that. I loved I love his timing. He has some really awesome timing to me, and he says definitely some one-liners that have you cracking up. So yes, he's back in this Jurassic World, but he didn't play. It was more like a cameo type thing, and you did see him. It wasn't like boop boop, and he was actually you heard him speak and things like that, but he didn't have a major role. Man, I guess if I had to say a non-human star of the movie would have to be Blue. You have to go check this out. And this movie was really, really good. Both myself and my husband, we have been talking about this movie ever since we saw it this weekend, and we just couldn't believe, how much we enjoyed this movie. The one thing that we did not anticipate was how the storyline was going to impact us emotionally. We were not ready. And I'm telling you right now, it's not a situation of, how you have these movies and you are just, it's not one of those kind, but it's definitely, the storyline tugs at your heartstrings, even if you're not an animal lover, because I don't hate animals, but don't get me wrong, I'm just not one. I can't coexist with animals. That does not work out well at all. And but I don't hate animals. I don't want to see any harm come to them. And so even for somebody like myself, it just did something to us, and it was rough. So be prepared for how the storyline itself, as it unfolds and you see what happens to these animals, how that makes you feel. So just be ready with your tissue, because it's one of those things where you just don't expect it. And when you start to see how things unfold, and there's a few shots in the movie and you're sitting there going, oh no, you got a lot of that going on, around the middle part of the movie. So anyway, and there is definitely, I'm not telling the movie, I'm not giving away like any of this is not a spoiler, so don't get mad at me when you see the review or whatever, and do not watch this review thinking I'm telling you about like the details of the movie. I don't want to do that yet, because I don't think it's been in the theaters long enough for me to do that yet. But just know that there are some twists and some turns in this story, in the storyline, and it has you going, dang, I wasn't expecting that. They did a really good job. Thumbs up to Mr. Spielberg. Once again, child of the 80s. I wasn't born in the 80s, but I'm stuck there because I love that time period. But just know that you are still living up to your reputation. This movie, I I am one of those kind of people. Once I go see a movie, if I see it again, it's like on television. But I'm not always gonna go want to pay to see the movie again. This is a movie I wouldn't have a problem paying to go see one more time, even though I know what's gonna happen and all that. I would not have a problem whatsoever with actually paying to see the movie again. The other thing is the heroic scenes, not just by the humans but by the animals. Some of the fight scenes, you know, the movie is jam packed with some really really good shots, with some good cinematography, with the graphics, the sound effects. It's like everything came together as this perfectly decorated cake. It just has some of everything in it, and it was just so wonderful. We did have a couple issues when we were at the movie theater, because we had one gentleman that was sitting the row behind us, and I was so mad. He was on the phone probably the first 7 to 10 minutes of the movie, and at some point he ignored me, but other moviegoers kind of chimed in. But I stood up and I said, can you please take your car outside? He literally was sitting up there on his cell phone and was loud through 7 to 10 minutes. And this is not previews. This is actually the movie is on. And I'm having trouble hearing because he just, and he had a deep voice. And then this lady had a baby, and I'm just so grateful. I don't have anything against kids, but I am a mother. And we did not have a problem taking our kids to the movies, because even as infants, up to toddlers and, whatever, our kids was just always fascinated by the big screen and the noise. So they sat there in the whole movie theater just like eyes all open watching the movie, and they didn't do all that cutting up. If you know that you have a child that does not settle well in public places, don't bring your child to the movie, because I'm going to tell you right now, as a consumer, these movie tickets cost way too much to be sitting in the movie theater and your child is screaming and hollering, disrupting the movie for everybody. And you so desperate to watch the movie because you done paid for that high ticket that you don't want to get up out of your seat and take your child outside till they settle down. That's not fair to the rest of us. So yes, I am fussing, and y'all know who you are. Don't go to the movie theater doing that to people. That's not right. That is not right. And, in this day and age, with us worried about our safety and people cutting up and want to shoot and kill, and sometimes people don't want to say anything. But I work too hard for my money when I want to go out and enjoy the fruit of my labor and have some entertainment. I don't want to be distracted and made uncomfortable because, people can't appreciate the fact that you're not the only one sitting in the movie theater. So I'm gonna stop fussing, but that's the only part that that we had an issue with. But we really enjoyed this movie. If you have not gone to see Jurassic World, The Fallen Kingdom, you need to go check it out. And we had a hard time because there were 4 movies that are actually at the theater right now, because we don't go to the movies all the time. So usually when we go, we have like a nice little selection to choose from. But there were 4 movies at the movie theater right now that we really wanted to see, and this was one of them. I can't remember the names of all of them, but more than likely we're going to get to the movie theater and check them out, and then I'll do a review on those too. But yeah, so if y'all want to see more movie reviews, if you want some more information about the kombucha, if you have questions for me, if you have some recommendations or suggestions for me, please leave all that down below in the comments. I welcome all the feedback. I don't take criticism, to heart. I mean, everybody's entitled to how they feel. I'm not an expert on probiotics or kombucha or anything of the sort. I'm just doing things differently for me and my family so that we can feel better. And that's gonna wrap up my kombucha and my Jurassic World movie review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Check out my last video. We're gonna put a card in, and we're also gonna put something put an end screen at the end of the video, and that's gonna do it for me. So till next time, love yourself and love somebody else. Y'all take care. Bye bye now.